check. I don't know if this thing's on. I hope it is. What the frick is up, YouTube? I don't know what I'm whispering for. It is currently... It is 6:36 in the morning. I thought, what better way to start the frickin' day than to wake Tyler's ass up and go for a run with the new lemon pepper steppers. I really hope this mic is on, because if it isn't, then this would suck. That tastes like shit. Sleep is like the most dehydrating thing ever. Like, there's a reason you wake up and you're like, oh, I could slam some water right now. But some of you guys decide to wake up and have a coffee right in the morning. And that's just a shock to your system that you just do not need. So when you wake up in the morning, I want you to wait at least an hour and a half. In the meantime, drink some water, have some electrolytes, wake your body up with proper hydration, and then you can have your coffee later, because coffee also dehydrates you. Matter of fact, it's a diuretic. It's gonna make you pee. And guess what peeing does? What does peeing do? Dehydrates you. Anyways, let's slam some of these. Let's wake this. We're also gonna throw in a frickin' banana, because we need as many fast digesting carbs as possible. And this is one of the best sources. This digests very fast. Quick boost of energy, because believe me, I'm gonna need it. So, yeah, let's get to it. Fuck! Let's go wake this guy up. We got Sleeping Beauty over here thinking shit's sweet. Get the frick up, buddy. Get the frick up, buddy. It's time to run. It is time to run.
From which he is caught. I mean, that is a dejected...
Is this thing on? Yeah, top of the fucking morning to you, hey? Yeah, we're gonna go for a run. Let's do it. Okay. Good morning. Now that I'm actually awake, thanks, James. Really appreciated waking up to a pillow to the mouth. That's top of the morning to ya. You know, there are worse ways to wake up. You were not wrong. But with that being said, welcome back to another video. We are going to take you guys through a little day in the life action. And ever since James moved to the island, apparently we're trying to become hybrid athlete runners. So we've been getting our asses up at 6:30 in the morning and going for under average runs. I'm not here to break any records, but it's nice to get up, get moving, get the blood flowing, get the heart pumping, get the mind right. So that's what we're going to go and do. Maybe along the way, I'll throw James in the lake or something to get him back for throwing a pillow in my mouth. But it's time to run. But we're going to wake up, have a little bit of caffeine, and we'll catch you guys out there for the run. All right, the kid got me outside. As you guys can see, I got the speed shades on. I don't think there's gonna be anything speedy about this run, but there is one rule I like to follow when I do go for a run. I don't care what time of day it is. I don't care what the weather looks like. It's tarps off. Oh, AirPod down, AirPod down. You know, we almost had that, but the kids are gonna get after it, so catch you guys in a bit. Okay, we just got back from the morning run. I'll put the clip of it on the screen here because we're still teaching James how to use the camera. Unfortunately, he had it in the wrong setting, therefore it doesn't fit the screen, so it's just gonna be a little pop-up overlay right there. Yeah, but nothing insane. I forgot my watch, so I actually don't even know how far we ran. I just know that we ran for about 25-30 minutes. Honestly, like I said before, these runs aren't to break no fucking records or anything crazy like that. I'm simply just doing it to wake up, get moving, get the blood flow, get the brain going, everything in between. So that's usually how we're starting our day, about 3 to 4 days a week. Otherwise, we just wake up and go for a morning walk. When we are running, we typically drive to Dallas Road, but a little bit on a time crunch today with business calls and other work. Had to take advantage of our time and just ran out the front door. So it was kind of a mid run with all the lights and shit that we had to hit, but such is life. It is what it is. We got it done. We got after it. We're going to hop back in the house now, shower up, change up. I stink. And we're going to read the Bible. So I'll catch you guys in there. Ooh, wow. That is a little hotter than I expected. Not gonna lie, I burnt the lips on that one. All right, we are showered up. Well, I'm showered up. James is just finishing up his shower and getting ready for the day. Funny enough, before James moved down here, he was already doing this stuff at home. So him kind of joining in on my morning routine within it, we kind of joined together. It was kind of cool. I didn't even realize that he was doing these habits as well when he was back home living in Edmonton. So it was a cool opportunity for him to join in, partake, and everything along those lines. But this right here is hands down my favorite part of my day. In all reality, the biggest piece of advice I can give, and I'm not here to push anything on anyone, but find your faith. Whatever it is to you. For me, it was finding Jesus Christ, and it was the best decision that I have ever made. It has brought me so much peace and clarity and just a different perspective to the world. And truly, the moment I found him, things started to turn for the better. Even in the negatives, even during the hard times, I know that I have someone there holding on to me, guiding me, walking with me through every peak and every valley. And it does make one feel secure. It helps with confidence. It helps with absolutely every area of life. So I'm not here to push anything on anyone. Everyone has their own beliefs, but I will say believe in something, because believing in something keeps things moving forward. Which actually leads me into a little quote that I've got, and it's actually tattooed on my chest right there. And it goes, if you lose purpose of your future, you die in the present. It is something that I live by. If you are going to lose purpose of your future, you are going to die in the present. Like, if you aren't setting goals for yourself, believing in something, believing in you, and furthermore, just trying to become that best version of you, the life that you are currently living right here, right now, in my personal opinion, is going to have less meaning. It's not going to have as much oomph to your day to day because you're not actively working towards something. So if you're an individual right now who is just kind of waking up day to day, going with the flow, showing up to your job, not really doing anything else, not really finding your purpose or finding what you like and don't like, and just truly living, the best piece of advice that I can give you is find it. Step out of your comfort zone. Do what you can, where you can, the best you can. Doing these things are going to allow you to expand into the individual that you truly want to become. I go for a morning run 3 to 4 days a week because I don't like them. I wake up in the morning, y'all seen the way James woke me up. He had to throw a pillow at my mouth. Like, I don't like getting up and instantly going and running 3, 4, 5 kilometers, but I do it because it's teaching me something about me. Don't just get up and go through the motions. Make sure that you're moving with a purpose. The man, the myth, the legend. Good timing on that.
Speaking about my Lord and Savior up in me.
We're going to dive in. When the timer is right, we'll turn this thing back on. James and I here are just about to finish up our Bible readings, but in the midst of that, James came across a little quote that he's currently writing down in his journal right now. It's a good one. I think you guys are going to like this. So, James, when you are ready.
Usually when I write about my Bible section in my journal, I usually have a verse of the day, but today I chose 2 because I couldn't pick one, and the more the merrier. So my first one starts in Proverbs 27 verse 11. As a dog returns to its vomit, so a fool repeats his foolishness. We return to the same sins. We return to the same mistakes, even though it seems like it's the right thing. Like, dogs look at their vomit as a food source because they're hungry and that's all they want. All they want is food. They want to chase that hungriness with something that looks good on the surface, but deep down, you know that that's not what you're supposed to be doing.
So, not to take away from your moment here, but you're telling me that puke looks good on the surface?
No, okay, it doesn't look good on...
What was the second verse of the day?
The other one was Proverbs 27, so we're still in the same area, verse 17. As iron sharpens iron, a friend sharpens a friend.
When I read Proverbs, however long ago it was, that was one of the quotes that I wrote down. That's a good one.
Yeah, so the way I look at this is you shouldn't be fearful of helping a friend out. You never know what they're going through, and iron sharpens iron. Even though it seems like you're the one helping them, in a way, they'll be helping you because there are things that you need to hear as well that you can say out loud, but you can never truly take into yourself. You know what I mean?
So you're finally listening to me is what we're saying.
What do you mean?
I've been telling you for the past little while now that, like, as much as I'm helping you and guiding you and showing you X, Y, and Z, whatever you would like to call it, you are also teaching me in this process. Iron sharpens iron.
It's a beautiful thing, man. It's a beautiful thing. It really is. It's beauty that you can't even see. Like, it just happens, and it just is. Life is beautiful, guys. If you haven't found your relationship with God, I promise you that He loves you, He cares for you, He's looking out for you, and He just wants your best interest. And you should put your faith into Him because He will lead the way.
He will guide you to where
He
you want to
will lead
go.
the way. Absolutely will.
Well, this is the beginning of our morning routine. Well, day in the life, whatever we're going to title this YouTube video. So obviously there's a few different moving parts through our day to day that aren't consecutive. Like we're not doing the exact same thing every single day. But for the most part, things like going for the run or the daily movement in the morning, reading the Bible, those are borderline non-negotiables. It's very rare that we miss doing this, we miss doing that. There's no better way to start your day. If you can get up, get moving, get the blood flowing, the brain flowing, just everything flowing. And then furthermore, before you start your day and you have to take on the troubles and different areas of your day, you can have a moment with yourself, speak to God, speak to yourself in your journal, everything in between. It allows yourself to start your day on a high note and going into each and every day with the right perspective, the right mindset. So, and like I said before, when James was in the shower, it was a beautiful thing to kind of know that he started off his day in a very similar manner. It made doing what we were doing right now just an absolute flow state. It makes it super easy and it's super enjoyable to do it with someone else as well. So if you are someone right now who's kind of trying to find their rhythm, find their beat, this, that, whatever, if you know someone who's kind of doing the things that you want to be doing or have similar interests or whatever the case may be, surround yourself with like-minded people. That's how you are going to elevate in life. There's a quote, I don't know exactly who said it or exactly how it goes, but it's basically, you are going to be the same as the 5 people you surround yourself with. So if you're surrounding yourself with 5 losers, you're probably going to be the 6th. If you surround yourself with 5 winners, you're going to be the 6th. So do your best, surround yourself with winners, and
Iron sharpens iron.
iron sharpens iron. Every day's a gift. Take advantage of it. That's why we call it the present. You got anything to add to that?
Like the fact that we get to wake up and try again, a piece like this, being able to plan out what you want in your future, being able to look forward to the next day, being able to be thankful for what you have is so important. And I feel like if you base your life around God and put Him at the center, He will lead the way. This is always waiting for you. Like, just know that even if you're in a point in life where it doesn't seem as important to you, even just being mindful of Him, thinking of Him, having Him in the back of your mind does a lot more than you think. And that is a blessing in itself. So God bless all of you.
Every day above ground is a blessed one. Take advantage of it, make the most of it. Not everyone gets it. With that being said, we got to get to work. All right, and now for the most eventful and uneventful part of my day, which is where I kick it back in this chair, look at these screens for the next however many hours. And I'm going to walk you guys through a little bit on what I do to start off my workflow, what my workflow actually looks like, so on and so forth. I've mentioned this in previous YouTube videos. I am filming this video on a Thursday, so my workflow right off the rip early in the morning isn't necessarily as busy as it would be on a Monday, Tuesday, and sometimes even a Wednesday, because by now I have already completed all my client check-ins, made majority of the adjustments and manipulations that I've needed to make for all my clients, so on and so forth. So days like today on a Thursday is more or less just rechecking back in, making sure the adjustments are working, following up with clients as well, and furthermore, making any other adjustments that may need to be made. And then on top of that, obviously we have client calls booked or onboarding calls booked or anything along those lines. I usually book those towards the end of the week because that's where a majority of my freer time will be. So I will kind of showcase to you guys exactly what I got going on, what I'm doing today, a little bit about the whole social media gig, obviously, exactly what my workflow looks like there. But yeah, this part of the day is, it's not as fun and eventful as the morning run or the Bible reading, but this is where the magic's made. This is where the magic happens. So yeah, let's dive into it. Okay, hopefully you guys can see what's going on there. But yeah, basically to start off my mornings, when I first kind of start getting into the workflow of things, I will go on my phone and I will absolutely abuse social media. If you haven't figured it out by now, I'm posting anywhere between 10 to 15 videos or content pieces a day. So it's typically about 4 to 5 on TikTok, 4 to 5 on YouTube Shorts, 4 to 5 on Instagram. And then if you do follow me on Instagram, yeah, I absolutely annihilate the story posts. Cause yeah, you gotta be doing the most. You gotta be advertising and showcasing what you're doing on a day-to-day basis and showing you guys that I am also practicing what I preach, whether it is working hard, having balance, giving you guys free information, tips, tricks, anything along those lines. But then when I'm basically done all the social media stuff, I will then dive into the workflow side of things, which is going to be inside of my app. This is the home base of where I chat with all my clients. I have my activities feed right here, which is basically kind of let me know what all the clients are doing, how their workouts are looking, how their cardio sessions are looking, if they're completing all their habits, meal plan, so on and so forth. So right now I kind of got ahead of that before doing this part of the video, solely due to the fact that I can just take a second and show you guys exactly where everything is. But let's say one of the clients needed a meal plan change super quick. I would hop into my Google Sheets here. I would say, let's go with Marcus. We're gonna use your meal plan right now. I would take Marcus's meal plan. I would take a look at what he's currently eating, how things are looking, so on and so forth. And then obviously him and I would be messaging right now. He'd be letting me know what adjustments he personally wants. I'd be overlooking all the information and data that I have. And then that's gonna be taken into account to the changes that need to be made. With the meal plans that I am providing for my clients, I have either a day 1 or day 2 split. I have a week 1, week 2 split. I essentially build it off of everything that is going to make things easier for you. So if you don't like eating the same foods every single day, I'm going to give you that day 1, day 2, day 3 split option. So you can be changing up your stuff. So Marcus, in this particular situation, he has a week 1, week 2 split. You also get a grocery list, so that way when you're going to the grocery store, you don't got to be siphoning through the meal plan itself. You can just go to the grocery list. I'm telling you how much you need to get, what section of the grocery store it's in, so on and so forth. Everything is built to the grocery store you shop in. So in Marcus's situation, he's pretty universal. He kind of shops around, whether it's Walmart, Superstore, Save On Foods, Sobeys, whatever. So I kind of just make sure that like what I am building, he has access to at any grocery store. And then furthermore, on top of that, for more learning opportunity, I'm giving you a breakdown on your macro chart and an explanation on why your macros are the way that they are, just providing you with as much learning opportunity as possible. That's a big part within everything that I do with my clients. Not am I just giving you the blueprint to the success and getting you there, I'm also teaching you these things so you can practice these habits day in and day out and have your results sustainable long term. So as much as I'm telling you what to do, giving you all the things to do, so on and so forth, I'm teaching you how to do them. So eventually when you do step away from training with me and you do go out on your own, you've learned everything you need to learn so you can apply it to your everyday life. And then obviously within here, we have the check-in form as well. This is sent out to my clients every single Monday. And then I take the 2 to 3 days to kind of respond to them, whether it's phone calls, voice notes, etc. And then obviously we got the website going on, which is going to funnel in all the new people and everything in between there. I love how I opened it up and it started glitching. You gotta absolutely love that. I'm gonna blame the Wi-Fi. Ryan did a great job on my website. Thank you again for that, brother. But then yeah, like I said before, we've got the app itself, which is going to be on this screen here, which is going to allow me to take care of all the needs that I need to be taken care of. So I have all my clients and the recent activities here, kind of let me know what their weigh-ins were, what they're completing, how their workouts are looking, so on and so forth. And then inside of that, I can actually open one up. So right now we're going to open up Melissa's. I can see here that this is what her workout looked like today. And then furthermore, I get the opportunity to then kind of respond to her after I've reviewed it and kind of say, hey, this is looking good. These are the changes that we need to do. This is that, so on and so forth. So yeah, that's basically majority of my working day, working time is reviewing what my clients are doing day to day, giving them the feedback that they need, making the adjustments that need to be made, and then obviously abusing and annihilating social media. There are days that I'll sit in front of these screens for 10, 12, sometimes even 14 hours, especially if I have new clients coming in. I'm trying to get ahead with a new project, editing a YouTube video such as this one. And then there are other days where I might only spend 2 to 3 hours in front of these screens and I'm doing majority of the work on my phone. So it varies and it's going to change on the fly.
But inside of that, I try to make sure that I have a routine, I have a system, I have structure inside of my day-to-day living so I can get the things that I need to get done. So with all that being said, you guys probably don't want to see too much more of me just chilling in front of the screens, working away. So I'm going to get to it. I'm going to get all of this done so James and I can bring you along through the rest of our day. So I'm going to get to it and I will catch you guys in a bit. You guys hear that? That is the ultimate pre-workout meal, snack, quick carb up, whatever the hell you want to call it. Rice Krispie treats. Now, I know a lot of people are gonna be like, oh, they're super high in sugar. They're bad for you. This, that, whatever. Guess what? I don't really care. I'm a little bit behind. I didn't have enough time to make a proper pre-workout meal. Thankfully, my breakfast this morning was on the larger side, so I'm still satiated, but you need some carbs before your workout. This right here, a quick 60, 50 grams of carbs to the dome before my workout, and I'm good to freaking go. Yeah, they are high in sugar and they're probably gonna burn right through me, but your boy needs all the energy and carbs as he can get. But yeah, James is in the midst of getting ready as we speak. And we are gonna go crush a little shoulder and arm workout, as I would like to call a SARMs workout. No, I don't take SARMs. I just train them. I ain't gonna lie, me and James had a quick 20-minute nap. Just to kind of rejet and refuel for our workout. We got lots of shit done, made sure all the clients are in check, still have some messages to go through, but it's been a solid work day so far, especially in the midst of filming a YouTube video. So successful day in the life so far. This is for the most part kind of like what my day-to-day living looks like. It's nothing too crazy. I guess I could have filmed one of these videos like yesterday when I decided to take a break from work and go to the beach and hang out by the ocean because, well, I can. But I decided to kind of show you guys more or less what a working day in the life looks like. And like I said when I was sitting in the office, it's nothing extravagant. It's not exactly the most fun thing in the world sitting at my office chair and staring at screens all day. So I do try to switch it up. There will be a point in this video where James and I go for a walk, and along that walk, if I was by myself and not doing a video, I'd probably have my headphones in and doing work on my phone because my app's on my phone so I can text and walk at the same time. Hopefully don't get hit by a car. Yeah, for the most part, it changes on the daily. I have my routine, I have my tasks and everything else that I need to be doing. And I just make sure I get my shit done. And then to fill in the gaps, I enjoy my free time as I would. It's changing on the fly. So as long as you are getting the shit that needs to get done on a day-to-day basis, you're winning. You're staying on track, you're seeing progress, and you are good to go, schmo. One thing about this pre-workout that I'm taking, it's got 400 milligrams of caffeine, which is absolutely banging, but it also looks like piss. Thanks for showing up.
That it freaking does.
Guy took 45 minutes to do his hair.
Today we got shoulders and arms on the menu. I already heard you say that. Looking to get a crazy lift in, as per usual. What's new? Nothing, because we're locked the frick in, dude. So I'm about to take a scoop of this, scoop of that, bite of this, bite of that, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, shebang.
Day in the life.
Let's get into it.
To be 19 again.
To be 19 again.
When you get to my age, man, you gonna feel it. You gonna understand.
I already feel it in my knees.
If you're feeling it now,
Shout
you
out
might be SOL, brother.
Clean citrulline, crazy pumps. I'm sure you guys already know this. The daily stack. And then after this, the peptides are,
Yo, hey, whoa. We don't talk about that.
And the gear, the Anavar, D-ball.
You're gonna get me banned.
Oh.
I ain't the Trend Twins, pal.
The Korea twins. What you know about that? That's what we don't call each other.
The Korea Twins.
Yeah, because we blast creatine.
For those of you who don't know, Owen is his older brother.
The bigger version of me.
But no, I'd say you're bigger than him now.
No.
Owen, when you watch this, actually, fun story here, because we all grew up together, obviously being cousins and shit. There was a point in time where me, Owen, and James would be at their place doing little Nerf wars or whatever, and they'd get a little bit out of hand, and we would decide to do a 2-on-1 boxing match, or like karate match, whatever we would call it. Back in the day, I was significantly bigger because I'm significantly older. It'd be a cakewalk. Now, I think I'd get my ass kicked if the two of them came at me, especially because this fucker right here was always a nut shot guy. When he seen that we were losing, or that he was losing, him and his brother were getting their asses beat, he'd just come in full-blown soccer kick right to the yizers.
You gotta do what you gotta do to win. Take that advice into life as well. Even if it's kicking someone in the nuts.
You guys heard it here first from James himself. If you gotta kick someone in the balls to win in life,
you gotta do it.
kick them hard. Alrighty then. We will see you guys in the car. Just waiting on this guy.
And we made it. We are alive and at it. Let's get it.
Alrighty. Your boy needs to get a little fucking kickstart going on here because there's way too much traffic. I haven't been able to do my daily pull, that's almost criminal. All this horsepower, but no room to gallop. But one thing I did want to speak on very briefly, once again, is just finding the time to getting the shit done that you need to be getting done. And I know I sound like I'm beating a dead horse, but honestly, brother, I'm gonna die on that hill. Make a list of things that you need to be doing on a day-to-day basis that's going to allow you to get ahead, and do them. And I promise you, it doesn't matter when you get it done, just as long as you are doing it, you're checking off all the boxes every day, you're gonna be right where you wanna be. For instance, right now, we're going to the gym at 1 o'clock rather than our normal like 6, 7 time frame, because I have a couple of calls booked this evening that I need to get the gym session done now. Honestly, I prefer to go at this time because when we go at 6 or 7 p.m., it's a fucking zoo. Point being here is we woke up early to get our run in. We woke up earlier than usual to also get more work done because I know I'm filming a YouTube video today, so I need to prioritize that. We're going to the gym earlier in the day. We're still gonna get everything else done. The schedule's a little bit different today, and there's nothing wrong with that. As long as you are getting the things that you need to be getting done, you're gonna get to where you wanna go. We're gonna go blast arms. We're gonna go train shoulders and arms. And yeah, that's that. But no, we just got to the gym. We're doing shoulders, obviously. So we're going to start off with rear delts. Personally, on any sort of press day, whether it's chest or shoulders, I like to start off by warming up my rear delts, just kind of get everything activated from the back to the front. If you don't want to do the reverse pec deck, any sort of cable fly, dumbbell fly, whichever, is going to be as optimal as it gets. And like I said, start off your shoulder or any sort of pressing day with that movement. Get everything tightened up and ready to frickin' rumble. My back is still low-key kind of sore from yesterday, not gonna lie. Another thing with these guys too, when you're doing them, you don't want to go all the way back. You're going to be using majority of your traps other than your rear delts. So make sure when you're going, you stop at about like halfway point, so to speak. That's what's going to engage the most rear delt for it. So that's all the tips and tricks I got for you. If that doesn't do it, then you're probably fucked. Not gonna lie. It's gonna be a ballsy one, no spotter. It's gonna be a gutter. Need a banging tune first though. That last one was, okay, shoulder press low-key fucking sent me, not gonna lie. That was a little scary not having you there. We're gonna get into lateral raises here quick. I did want to kind of show something for you guys because I see way too many fucking people doing these wrong. You can have a little swing, but don't swing like an asshole. Like, if you're not controlling the weight in both directions, you're kind of shooting yourself in both feet. So if you want to use your momentum to bring the weight up, that's fine, like so. But notice how I'm controlling the weight on the way down and on the way up. I'm not just, you want to make sure that you are in full control of the weight every single rep. And one more tip, rather than thinking of bringing your hands to the ceiling, think about touching the walls on the outside of the room. That's going to actually allow you to engage your delt rather than bringing them up and engaging your traps. Those cues don't help you. You're like James said, you're cooked. Shebang, workout completed. I am toast. James is gonna eat toast. I am not. I have a call in 15 schminnies, so I need a quick post-workout meal that I can scarf down ASAP pronto, solely due to the fact that I'm hungry after the gym and need to continue to give my body what it needs. There's no such thing as an anabolic window or absorption of this and that and all the other gimmicky bullshit you guys see on the internet. It's simply because I just worked my ass off and I'm fucking hungry. So my usual go-to post-workout meal is going to be Greek yogurt, about 1 whole serving, which is that much. And then I do a scoop and a half of protein. Throw a couple of these bad boys in there. Also, I'm using coconut chocolate protein powder and vanilla Greek yogurt. Unbelievable duo, by the way. And then I'm going to mix these two together here. Give me a sec. We're gonna cut to the part where this is all mixed up. Okay, we have it all mixed together now. So my vanilla Greek yogurt is now brown. We got chocolate, coconut, vanilla. And then the secret ingredient to make your Greek yogurt bowls taste unfucking believable is frozen berries. I like frozen raspberries. You could use frozen blueberries. You could use frozen... Holy cow. All this working out and I can't even open a fucking bag, hey? But anyway, the reason why I use frozen is 1, they're cheaper, and 2, they last longer, and 3, because they are frozen, it actually like extremely cools off the Greek yogurt, makes it like this like ice cream-ish consistency, and it's just nice and cold and refreshing and good. So this post-workout meal here is probably anywhere between 55 to 65 grams of protein, maybe 20 grams of carbs, and virtually no fat, whatever's in the Greek yogurt. 3 grams and 1 gram, 4 grams of fat. So if you are wanting something that's low calorie, high protein, post-workout, that's super easy to make and super easy to eat, that's your guy. With that being said, I have to scarf this down like a madman, go upstairs, take a couple of phone calls, and then I think me and James are gonna go for a little hot boy walk, or we might go lay upstairs and tan. We haven't decided what we're gonna do yet, but we got a little bit of free time, so we're gonna take advantage of it. So catch you guys in a bit. How you guys doing? We're filming some content. We're still working away here. I'll check back in a sec. Okay, sorry about that. That video took me like 25 different takes, and if you don't believe me, you can ask James. He's downstairs probably eating food, but that was ridiculous. So let's try and do this one in 1 take. That would be outstanding. So last I seen you guys, I had my post-workout meal, which if you know me, took me over an hour to eat because I may or may not be the slowest eater on planet Earth. But with that being said, we had a couple of calls. Me and James sat down, had a nice little chat, doing our thing, broing down, session out, this, that, whatever. But now I have been, back glued right here, filming content on my phone, alongside filming content here, alongside filming this YouTube video. I've come to terms that although I'm an online fitness coach, majority of my work and time spent is actually creating content. I love it, but a guy can only be so creative. I can only give you so many tips and tricks on how not to be fat. So help a brother out. Like, I'm running out of ideas. Like I'm fucking trying here. But anyway, needless to say, we got a little bit more work to do here. I got some client messages that I got to burn through. I got a couple of things on the inside of the website that I got to deal with as well. Shout out to Ryan again. Thank you once again for building this outstanding fucking masterpiece, bro. This great work. But yeah, I am going to finish up majority of my work stuff for the day. I'm gonna finish up this and I will see you in the car, or I'll see you at the beach. I will see you whenever James decides I get to see you again. We're on the way to the gym. No, we're... Wow.
Just
Yizers.
mentally locked in.
Guy needs a...
Guy needs a rest day.
I need a rest day, a caffeinated drink. Anyway, we're on our way to the beach. We're gonna go get some steps in, and then we're gonna do some shredding. But along the way, I thought I'd take the advantage of the short 10-minute drive to, you know, chat with you folks, see how y'all are doing. Maybe even give you a little daily poll. No copperoonies around. Of course,
a
red light. Anyway, the lads, we're gonna go for our little hot boy walk, and then we're gonna sit by the water, read our books, and be old souled young men. So, welcome to the beach.
Hey.
This is today's reading spot.
Today's mission,
Absolutely.
unreal.
You said it, brother.
Unreal.
You're on my offside.
You can put it on that log there, like.
Give us a second.
Okay, guys.
Okay, get your shit.
So,
The fellows totally forgot to film the walking portion of today's video.
the walk was too good.
Yeah, we honestly got really deep into chatting and just said, you know what, you guys don't need to walk, just walk. That's not the purpose of the video today.
I smell dog shit.
I was literally just want to say I smelled something that I did not like.
Sure are.
This is kind of how we've been ending off each and every day. And as I shown you guys the view earlier, it's fucking wild, man.
Unreal.
Can't get enough of it. But yeah, that's basically been the daily routine for the guys right now, especially during like a workflow sort of day. Nothing too crazy, not doing anything necessarily extravagant, just kind of doing what a guy needs to be doing to get ahead and make it happen, you know? So I think the biggest takeaway from today's video is you're an individual who, you know, I'm trying to spit some game here.
Yeah, I know. I'm just getting rocks up my ass, literally. Okay.
I think the main message for today's video is you're an individual who's lost or not knowing what you're wanting to do with your life or anything along those lines. Just doing things actively each and every day that are going to naturally get you ahead is the best thing that you possibly can be doing. Sitting around and doing nothing isn't going to allow you to change anything. The famous quote goes, nothing changes if nothing changes, right? If you're wanting to get ahead and you're wanting to do something, you need to be actively doing things that are going to naturally get you ahead. Finding your faith, focusing on your physical health, reading books to broaden your knowledge and perspective, going for walks to work on your mental health and your physical health furthermore. I think you just tackle those two areas, your physical health and your mental health. It's going to allow you to figure out who you are and who you want to become and simply go from there. And that's basically kind of the pathway that James is on right now. He's only 19 years old. He doesn't have to figure out what the fuck he wants to do with his life just yet, but he's eager, he's hungry, and he wants to do the damn thing. So each and every day, we're just going to keep checking off boxes and allow him to figure it out as he goes. And in my case, broaden what I'm doing as I go. So
To realize one's destiny is a person's only obligation. And it's crazy that I've been reading this book for so long that I never decided to look at the back. And that just got me thinking because, as I was saying earlier, perspective is everything. I get so caught up in the bulk of this book that I can't even look at the main message on the back. It says, to realize one's destiny is a person's only obligation. And we have the gift of life. We have the gift to pursue things that we love. We have the gift to feel things. We have the gift to...
we have the gift.
We have that gift. And
it's your obligation to find it.
It is your obligation not only to find your destiny, but to also not waste it. God gave us free will, and it is up to us to see what we do with it. So, yeah, like if
You blow my mind that you're only 19 with the way you talk sometimes. It throws a guy off. I totally thought that big ass dog was gonna truck my camera over. But too young.
And the best thing about life is that sometimes there's a dog. Sometimes there is a dog just walking by, and that's the best thing ever. Like,
I mean, yeah, it doesn't get much better than this.
Like,
it does
you'll
not
just be
get
having
much
a
better
terrible
than this.
day. You'll be looking off into the distance. Say you're sitting by the beach, and you know all you can see is nothing. But all of a sudden, you hear frickin' Mr. Smelly Farts over here. I don't know what. I'm just gonna give him a name, but all of a sudden you see it. Okay, both of them. Both got that dog in you. But yeah, all of a sudden you see this fluffy beast just approach you, and it just brightens your day, and that's beautiful. You know, sometimes there's a dog. That's something to always look forward to. If you guys seen this dog, like you would understand why I'm talking so much about it, because it's genuinely, please come here. Please come. Don't. Just walk by the camera. But
I thought he
it
was
is a
gonna take it
beautiful
out.
little beast. Not even little. He's huge.
That's a big boy.
Yeah,
That's a big boy. Or a big girl, one of the two.
that is a majestic dog.
But yeah, to cap things off, the lads are gonna read their books here, enjoy the sunset, listen to the ocean, and on to the next one. So once again, thank you guys for tuning in. This is a little day in the life of the work side of things. The next one we do, we'll take you around the island and make it a little bit more adventurous and fun. But
Yes, sir.
thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe, and catch you at the next.
It isn't easy, but it is simple. Dude, I love that guy.
Now you gotta get, I know.
Knees are feeling it
Guys
from
making
the
life
runner here,
difficult
but
for you.
Peace out.